spark is almost dead. Just a little extra to keep me warm. Keep me warm. Show me love, show me love, show me love, show me love. Eagle feathered in a red. All the little ribbons on her skirt need a little reservation rate. Need a little love to keep me warm. Keep me warm. Sweet grass on my dash. A little tobacco in my lungs. 17 miles up ahead on a midnight casino run. Here they come. Here they come. There you are. Monkey see, monkey do. So who the fuck made you? Who the fuck made you? It feels like 1,000 years since I fell in love. But when the price catches up, love will never be enough. Love will never be enough. Enough. Time to call your bluff. Can't you see, readjust? Enough. Let it go, it's tough. All we got is just as rough. Watch your club to the top. Now it's get a hard take before our heart breaks. I'm taking my gaze, I can't sustain. Round. Just playing the same damn game. I run away and take your drop of loot. Drop it. You do what you can, and I'll bring the big sorrow. Pushing to the edge. Watch the club of the mountain. Play the game. Say my name, bitch. No queen and no offspring. Healthy healing. Let the ball swing. It's all the same. Time to let go. Time to cut the cord. When love runs its course, life without one. Looking big, looking loose. Just take
Howdy, 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 howdy. How you doing, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. How's everything? How's everyone? Is everything all right? Everything cool with you? Yeah, I hope so. This is me coming back to the lives. I haven't been on much. I've been spontaneous as hell, as I more so than I've been before, because my shits are always random. This is kind of more or less an announcement about the serious life that I have coming up, because I keep pushing shit back, because I've been sick as hell. But I'm better now. I'm feeling good. Voice is a little fucked up from all the coughing, but I'd say I'm back to like 90, 95% with signs of getting better. So I'm going to be recently back on. So, more or less, what I have about the announcement about my live is I'm going to be doing the serious lives, which also would be the return of my gorilla show. So that'll be shot like around Friday. So that'll be returning with the serious lives. But from now on, for those who don't know, when I do a live like that, a serious live, I'll be doing the gorilla shows. If you don't know what that is, I have a few episodes up. But more or less, that's pretty much the gist of it. What I really had to say, I just really had came on here just to ramble about a whole bunch of nothing, honestly. But yeah, I'm feeling good. The Discord's growing. That's pretty cool. The subscriptions are looking pretty good. I'm a few short from about. I was 5, now I'm 8 people short of 500. So there's that steady growth. But let me shout out those who were in the comment section. Speak Radio, shout out to you. I appreciate you coming by, bro. Yeah, everybody's getting sick, bro. It's just fluing or it's just spreading. This flu is fluing, bro. But me, as stubborn as I am, it's been to my benefit because the moment I feel like a little bit of sick, I do everything in my power to fight it. I just don't sit there and wallow in it and just hope it goes away. No, I take action immediately. I've been bedridden, bro. Like getting up and feeling like shit, doing it when you're so dead, doing it dead. Is that I'm gonna phrase it like that. Doing it tired, doing it dead. As bad as it feels, trust me, your body will thank you the day after. The biggest part when you're sick, it's all the mucus mostly, and that shit builds. It causes the coughs, it causes the pains in the body. So you gotta get rid of it as fast as possible. I still got the coughs, but I can tell that they're going away soon. The body isn't as weak as it used to be. That's pretty good. That's good. But yeah, the lives could that stance on whether or not arguing is weak. That's coming on Friday. I don't know who's gonna show up. I don't know if I'm gonna monologue it or not, but there you go. I'm about 90, 95% better. My voice was yeah. I felt like I was a dungeon dragon or the more I just had to. I was told to preserve myself and just not talk and just chill. I was like, my nature, because I could be chill, I could be just, I don't have to rush it. This will all be here, right? I know, but my very nature within itself, I'm just too rebellious to just, even when I'm handed down advice, I'll listen to it and I appreciate and I always will and keep it coming. But for the most part, my nature so, I don't know about demonic or anything, but more or less, I just feel I'm just so rebellious in nature. I was that little kid when I was growing up that when people complained about, oh, you think you know everything. I was wholeheartedly that kid, but like I think 10 times is worse than they are now. So I still got like a little bit of the sniffles and the coughs, but I think within like a good week or so, maybe two, it'll like be gone. My voice will be back to its original frequency, whatever the hell it's called, or and all that jazz. Because in the midst of all that too, I got my ears. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. It's like they're. It's like we've been driving uphill, and you know how your ears get all popped and like ringy. That's how both my ears are. Some WebMD YouTube shorts type shit, and I was like, I guess I'll try that, and it's worked. Where you cover your nose and you close your mouth and you breathe very softly, and you do it repetitively. You hold your nose closed and you get the all the stuff out. But yeah, anywho, that's not medical advice either. So go to your doctors and yada yada yada. Ain't nobody blames me for anything. But nonetheless, more that's pretty much the gist of it. I figured out a couple topics after because I was kind of like in a, I can't say that I am in a deficit right now, but and say I'm like creative genius wise, more or less. Because I was kind of like thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, but once I get this life done, what am I gonna do right after that? Because I'm always thinking ahead. I've always kind of been like that, but I seen what Rocky, and Rocky when he's walking to the dude, he's like, oh, you should have planned ahead. That's I seen that, and I was like, yo, I gotta, come on, man, what the fuck? I'm sorry about that, folks. The neighbor's car alarm ran off. I don't know what the hell happened. And they got a quick drink. Shout out to Speak Lounge in the building. Hey, Cynical, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Back to what I was saying before I forget. Panel. Um, we were watching a video. They're boasting and being proud about being a trick. He pays. In his words, if I can correctly quote him, he pays hoes bills. And I had to stop and take a step back, and I was thinking to myself, well, we make fun of simps a lot, right? But we're kind of celebrating the trick, and I had to really take a step back, and like I said earlier, and I had to ask myself, let's really break this down. It's kind of hypocritical to kind of boast that if we're going to talk shit and make fun of the simps. And I had to ask myself, and I asked everybody when we were in the comment section, are tricks just simps with money? That I think is a good topic to talk about. It's funny. It's more or less a comedic topic, right? It's not really nothing serious or not, but I thought it was kind of funny. And I think that might be the topic after I do the Nietzsche one. Then after that one, I think I might cover some Machiavellian talking points too. So I think I'm back in the sway of things now. I think I'm finally at a creative juices flowing type state. So there's a lot to, and I might do guerrilla shows for that one too. When I do specific topics and I want to talk about the topic, that alone, I think I might bring back the guerrilla show for those type of shows. But like shows like this, spontaneous and just like open panel, open topic type, open discussions, it'll just be like this if it's not too confusing. But yeah, more or less, I'm back to these though. The goals, 5 likes and $5 for the cash app. Goals, nothing too big, nothing small. No obligation. Leave alone. I don't know if y'all heard that, but yeah, small, nothing goals. 5 likes, five and or $5 for the cash app. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what to look forward to on the channel. Creative wise and stuff like that. I took a break on purpose. I talked to who was, I think it was on my show the other day. Or yeah, it was me and Urban. We were talking about how I was just taking my time with the stuff. And I want to be as informed as possible about the topic that I'm bringing up. I don't want to look like an idiot, or at least not too much of one. But I was also, I don't know if I talked about this already, but I was advised to post on the community board and post a poll on what topic folks would like me to see. And I'll post the 4 topics in the poll and go with the one that gets the most. And I'm like, that seems like a pretty good idea. I don't mind that. We'll see. But nonetheless, yeah, it's pretty much nothing really has really gone on. For those of you that are a fan of it, the Royal Rumbles, what, next week or this week? Yeah, I think it's this week. But nonetheless, overall, that's pretty much it. Ain't much going on. Not that I pay attention a whole lot because I'm out the loop in terms of like what's going on in the quote unquote YouTube streets. I'm a lone wolf, so I'm I'd be a hypocrite and I'd be a liar if I tell you if I knew. Sorry about that. But anywho, Also, you post up. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. But for those of you that ain't a part of it and you would like to see what it's all about, that's my Discord right there. Pretty much chill for the most part. It's been growing kind of. I mean, I haven't really been doing much on it either. But I'm gonna get back into the swing of things. We can also talk about what type of topics you'd like me to cover, or if you're curious about anything or want to ask me anything, we can do it on there too. I appreciate that, bro. More or less, I don't really like to call myself anything, but at best, I'll probably just call myself a lone wolf. I like being, because for the most part, overall, I've always been the odd man out, regardless of where I'm at. So I just pretty much rolled with it. I've been called a lot of things. I've been called the Nazi. I've been called the this and the that, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I just roll with it. Ain't nothing much. I'm just gonna roll. I'm not gonna defend it or deny it. If that's how you feel, then who am I to tell you you're wrong or right for that matter? A lot of folks like to hurry up and be so quick to defend themselves and or this or that, and I'm like, if you know you're not it, what are you really doing? You're just providing an argument. Then at the end of that argument, what did you really do? Clear your name. But if your name's unbesmirched, regardless of what it's by, I don't really see the point to it. But everyone operates differently, so yeah, more or less. That's the main reason why I lost my. That's the main reason why I got called out on somebody's comment section on Instagram, and everybody piled on. And I didn't deny or defend it. Everyone called me a Nazi and this and that. And I'm like, okay. I was like, shit, man. What do you want me to say? You want me to cry and tell you don't call me that? But nowadays, everybody calls you something, and you gotta really think to yourself, if what they're calling you, do they even know the definition to that word? Because a lot of things have lost its meaning today, a whole lot, especially a racist. Yo, what up, Smitty? Shout out to Smitty in the building. A lot of folks want to call you a lot of this and a lot of that, and everyone has their own experience, whatever, that's this and that. But I think if folks really let everything be defined by them, then people don't understand. They don't question a lot of things. I've noticed things when I really like observe and I really really buckle down and I listen to an argument. It just does nothing really gets proposed as a solution. Everyone just wants to get mad in a hurry and be the loudest one and get the last word. Nobody really ever provides a blueprint to anything. They just want to argue about it. Nobody ever really. And in the midst of it, I don't even think people take themselves seriously when they're getting mad, as passionate, regardless of what it's about. I'm generalizing everything all into one right now. Regardless of what it's all about, a lot of folks just really like to argue. And I never really understood it. Like I can understand being passionate about a topic about here and there, but in the end, man, let me save that. Let me save that. Let me save that because that's diving way too damn deep into something. But a lot of folks don't question shit, man. They sit back and they accept reality is given to them without even a smirch of a thought of where it came from. They put themselves on the levels of a celebrity, and they, my God, it's like I never understood it. I never did. Maybe it's just I'm the black sheep or the whatever the hell. I'm not gonna stop folks from being delusional. I'm really not. But I am, however, gonna make fun of it. I am gonna make fun of it. Nothing really ever gets done and solved, or a lot of folks call themselves red pill and this, that, and the third, and it's like, did you even watch the movie, my guy? Did you even watch the movie? Because even within that, was that guy, right? But even with that, really, really pay attention with what that says. Because regardless of what he said, even when Neo did choose the red pill, and he went on to a different set of reality where he was pretty much told to question everything, and he's seen things that he's never seen before. Mind you, the whole time he's strapped into a computer. So even with that, none of that reality was real either. And then take you even deeper than that, that's a whole movie, meaning they're all paid to lie to you, tell you a story nonetheless, and give it a bunch of nicknames. More or less, that's what they're doing. They're lying to you. A lot of people just do not, for some odd reason, I don't, and I'll never understand as to why. I know I say that and I sound like a damn broken record, but and I probably already said it ad nauseum, but it still rings true. I've failed to comprehend personally that I think a lot of folks have not so much of an existential crisis. I think it's more or less internal, and it you know seeps through the pores. And a lot of folks just don't really pay attention that they're pretty much losing themselves, and they've become what the reality has told them to become. Let me get back to that. I wasn't looking at the chat at all. I wasn't ignoring y'all. I was just providing the point of view. Let me get back to the comments real quick. Shout out to Smitty's Corner, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, Master Up Troll, what's up, bro? How you doing? Nice to see you, Ron. When a man has a purpose, that purpose will always be poked at. Stay exactly who you are. World blossom them. Yeah, true. Very, very true. The craziest part to me, stemming back to the other point that I was making earlier, the reason why I say to question everything, because it takes actually little to no effort. It costs no money. But you just gotta understand that you're gonna go down rabbit holes that are gonna make you uncomfortable. I think the main reason why folks choose to be the way they are is done by design because they're comfortable with it. That's all they've known is what's in front of them. They don't look at it from a deeper scale. Facts, bro. Facts, facts. It's like that point when the Green Goblin was fighting Spider-Man. Everybody loves to see a hero fall. They love to, most of the time, if you pay attention to villain stories, make them like that just to get you off the good guy side and make you more interested in the bad guy. But that's a whole other. I might cover that. Anywho, that's been an occurring trend. If you for like, oof, yeah, oh man, a long time. More so now over more than anything because it's across the entertainment sphere, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's across a lot of things because if you look at let's say the Avengers, you look at Thanos, or if you look at professional wrestling, you look at guys like that Stone Cold or Bray Wyatt or whatever type of story you choose to why you think the bad guy is really the good guy and the good guy is really the bad guy. I think there's a specific reason why they do it like that too, but going off of that reality alone as to why people think the bad guys are the more real ones, because they provide the point that the superhero is never ever really talking about. He just does what he's told more or less, and he just follows suit. Like an anti-hero, like Spawn and like Venom and them. Yeah, I like Superman, but I'm also there with like. But yeah, I'm digressing. Shit. But getting back to the topic, why I think the villains are more catered to than the superheroes, because the superheroes are more or less cookie cutter. They sit there and they're always taking orders. They don't question shit, and they just, well, that's just what a hero does. Oh, that's just what a, yeah, yada 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 yada. And they're out there, and then they don't question nothing. And the moment they get an inclination about, well, maybe this feels weird. Is there a reason why this doesn't feel right? And you question one thing, and it shatters your whole reality and what you thought, what a hero, man, yada yada, is supposed to be. And now you're like, well, I'm a bad guy now. Well, you could have prevented that if you questioned any and everything from the straight beginning. I think the real problem is folks always want to get in the good tales of everything and everyone. You always want to be in that good guy, remembering as the, oh, he's a real one, he's a this, he's a that. And they're pretty much dismissing themselves in the process. For some weird reason, I'll never understand that. Because what's really guarded after that? Now you're in the group, now you have the quote unquote bragging rights of, yeah, you're in the group now. Okay, now what? You can't talk about the things that you were talking about before. Now you gotta shut up and you censor yourself deliberately. And now you're, I don't know, man. I'm sounding like a villain. But to that, I will say this. To that, I will say this. Regardless of what you are told about anybody, regardless of what side of the story you are told, or regardless of who tells anybody about you about this or that, it's a story, and every story has a protagonist and antagonist. You're always going to be that bad guy that everybody tells like what 50% of, maybe even 25 at the best sometimes. And ironically enough, I'm not even trying to wake people up or anything like that. I just think everyone should just at least question what they're being told or why they were shown what they were shown. It takes next to no effort. There's that live long on or how's the saying go? Either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Harvey Dent, Two Face. It's a shame that Heath Ledger died because they should have did a part 2 of that, where Two Face and the Joker become a crime group, where Two Face essentially thanks the Joker for waking him up to reality, because that provides a lot of philosophical points too. But regardless of whether or not Heath is alive or not, I don't think they would have done that. But I'm just saying that would have been cool. Hey, LA, how you doing? Nice to see you by. Nice to see you stopping by. Thank you. I didn't even see this comment. My bad, bro. That's a good question. I'd say a lot of things are subjective. I mean, there are. I would say there are universally. Well, no, not even with that. Because I was gonna provide a deep and dark point, but fuck it. I'm gonna say it. All right. This is my talking point, not nobody else's. But if you look at for the most part, people who touch kids, it's pretty much overwhelmingly a majority that we all think that that's wrong. But there are subcultures and certain religions that literally say that it's okay to do it. So there's that. You can say that only civilized people think that's wrong. I think that's fucking that overwhelmingly it's pretty much known that it's not only should it be a crime, but it should be detested by everybody and everything. But there are people who are very, very, very powerful, very, very, very rich, very, very, very well known celebrities, politicians who do protect and stuff like that. I've done too many rabbit hole diggings and searching into this stuff, and pretty much the overwhelmingly thing that I found is that's pretty much it. Which stems back to Smitty's question: is the hero role subjective? From my personal point of view and outlook, how I see things, I'd say yeah. Because there's a whole shit ton of. If you look at Homelander's story, right? If you look at there's Omni-Man's, there's I don't know if Hyperion's viewed as a good guy in any sense. Maybe it could be. I don't know too much about him. I think Sentry could be possibly viewed as a good guy too, but he's really a bad guy. There's even an evil version of Superman. There's Bizarro, and then there's another one. But the hero villain role, you have to be willing. If you're gonna, I depending on whatever it is, I guess. Excuse me. Depending on what it is you're setting out to do, I would say that you have to prepare to be called the villain, regardless of what you're doing, of how Um, depending, however you choose to go about it. Being a hero, I'm not, and I mean, also by preference, by saying this, I'm not saying in any way that the hero role is easy. You can save a whole planet from for fucking devastation, being blown up and invaded by monsters and aliens and this, that, and the third. And you're still gonna have people who protest in the streets that you should be locked up for destroying a building in the midst of saving them. So if you're not going to be ready for the pushback, regardless of what you're doing, I'd say you should really take a step back and really say whether or not if that's really what you want. That's true. You got to be willing to, if you're going to put your, if you're going to speak out, if you're going to have that may or may not go against the grain, you got to have that backbone to really stand on and say, no, I'm not going to buckle down on this. I'm not going to concede. I'm really gonna sit back and I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is, but I'm not an argument expert. I devoid myself of them on purpose. I really implied a lot of Nietzsche's stuff because from what I've understand, that's probably why I get called a Nazi so much. I have a lot of Germans. That's probably why I get called what I get called because I have a lot of German stuff that I look at, but that shit's funny to me, honestly. I can't never remind myself. I can't help but laugh. That shit's fucking hilarious. But if you're gonna put yourself out there like that, you gotta be willing to have the backbone to push back and then keep pushing back, regardless of where you're at or who you're talking to. Because if you are willfully devoiding yourself of individual autonomy, I don't think there's any much use for you, honestly, in any capacity. I side eye you and I really don't take you seriously. Regardless of what group you're a part of, regardless of where you're at, regardless of who you're talking to. If you're afraid to speak up and speak your opinion on something, just honestly, just shut up. Shut up. And I'm not doing that to be an asshole. I'm really doing it to protect. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm not. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. It's to really. What I'm really saying that for is because if you're not really gonna have the backbone to stand on what you're saying, you're gonna look foolish, and then not only that, you're gonna possibly put yourself in an aisle of a certain amount of ridicule that you might not like. So you got to be careful on whether or not if you feel your opinion is valid enough to say it. All I'm really saying overall is not to place someone above you. I don't care who it is. I don't care what they've done for you. You call any man your leader, then I'm just not gonna really take you seriously, honestly. Be it physically, offline, be it online and parasocially. You gotta be willing to tell your quote unquote leader, your hero, your guy, your girl, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing it, this is what I'm gonna do. It's literally as simple as that. As simple as that. It does not get any more deeper, it does not get any more simpler than that. But me personally, overall, I'd say we're at a point of no return. I wholeheart, and I'm not really doing that to sound like defeatist or anything. Because even with that, I'm still gonna say to fight and never stop, regardless of what the situation is and or what you're against. I'm overwhelmingly saying that we're at a certain point now where common sense wise, if you look at it, it shouldn't be around anymore, but it still is. So by this junction, if it ain't, you know, detested and pushed to the wayside yet, it's not really gonna go anywhere. I'm overwhelmingly talking about like degeneracy and blind following. It's the word. I had it. Yeah. Anyway, but that's really what I really wanted to say overall. It's not like I didn't have nothing to say. I knew I'd get there once I just get the ball rolling. But for those who know and or don't know, um, my flu, cold, sickness, yada yada, is cleared up for the most part. And I was out of whack with the lives I haven't done. I do one maybe every 2 weeks or so. I've been more or less off the rails with this, but I'm back on track. I don't know what I've been trying to work on intros, but StreamYard won't let me upload them for some weird reason, so I gotta figure that problem out. Discord's growing, like I said. But if so far y'all have liked the show at all, I'm gonna open up the panel now. I wanted to give a quick monologue and then get straight into the show. Oh, it is. It is. It always is. And I've been uploading small clips, but it won't let me upload an intro. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I got to deal with that personally. So it's all good. I got it. But nonetheless, if y'all like the show, y'all want to support it in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm short of 500, like about 8 people. I was there. I was about to get there. Then I don't know what happened. So if y'all like to support the show, consider hitting the Cash App, Gas Mask 408. It goes into the show and it'll help your boy out in the long run. I'm gonna hit y'all with a quick commercial break, and then I'll post a link to the panel if anybody wants to come up and talk about anything. I'll see y'all in a quick second.
Yo quiero taco. Oh, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money. Just kidding.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Oh man, oh me, oh my. And we're back. I think I'm gonna start picking up drawing, honestly. I used to do it. I'm not that perfect, but I used to do it. Crank up the headphone. colorize it, and then upload it. I might do stuff like that. That's a pretty good idea. Give me 1 second, real quick, y'all.
Once upon a time, what a fool thought he'd find purpose in his life along the way. Don't you run and hide from the truth you desire. Everything that lives is worn away. Once upon a time, what a fool thought he'd find purpose in his life along the way. Once upon a time, what a fool thought he'd find purpose in his life along the way. Don't you run and hide from the truth you desire. Everything that lives is born away.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had a bathroom break. I'm so sorry. I was holding that forever. TMI, I know. I'm sorry, but I had to. Anywho, how long have we been on? About an hour or so. Wow, time flies. Just talking shit. What is he talking about? Well, the drawing thing, and then everybody avoiding themselves all the time. I covered that. I think for overall, I've covered all bases. I think that I've pretty much talked myself out. But anyway, I appreciate you all stopping by. I'm just getting back into the swing of things, so I don't want to be on here longer than I feel comfortable being. But anywho, I appreciate you all stopping by. Show me love. I met one of the goals today over the 5 likes and level 7. So that's cool. There's that. Hang my hat on that. But I will see you all. I don't know. Probably same time tomorrow, more than likely. If I finally figure out a schedule, I'll let you all know. I appreciate you all stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you all have a blessed day, an easy day, and a safe day. With just the hands of chaos. But I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
That's what I thought, bitch ass fool. I'll be back, homie. I'll be back all the time. I come wherever I want. I do more than that motherfucker, homie. I don't live to live, homie. Bitch ass parasite. I don't live to live, bitch ass.
I swear, you guys always hang around too long. Seriously. 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 Seriously, what are you trying to get? What are you trying to get? Some weird footage of me doing something weird? Why do you keep watching me? Why does everybody talk to me all the time? Why can't you just leave me alone? I'm not doing anything. I did what you wanted, all right? I did everything you asked, and I didn't get shit for it. So get that camera out of my face.
When I return, there will be anarchy.